People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange.
Well, LARP is really just one word. Live action role playing.
It's sword fighting and medieval combat reenactment.
That's ultimately what LARPing is. It's about the role play. Being able to immerse yourself inside of a story. It's taking PVC pipe, duct tape, styrofoam, and making weapons out of them. And you basically go around and beat each other with them.
A bunch of people running around in garb, beating on each other with foam padded sticks.
That ability to jump into something that in depth and still be friends afterwards.
The initial perception of LARPing is the same as the initial perception of Dungeons & Dragons was back in the 70s and
80s. Real-life violence.
And what some critics fear is a connection between the two in a game called Dungeons & Dragons. Millions of children and teenagers now play Dungeons & Dragons. They are drawn to the adventure, fantasy, and suspense the game creates through mythical characters and complex situations.
D&D, and it's become popular with children anywhere from grammar school on up. Not so with a lot of adults who think it's been connected to a number of suicides and murders.
In the United States who call themselves BAD, B-A-D-D, bothered about Dungeons and Dragons. The reason they are bothered is because they believe the game has been involved in a number of murders and suicides.
Has been linked in suicide notes, police reports, and coroner's reports. There have been recently a couple of accidental killings, one in particular related to the game where the boy thought he was a god, therefore he begged his brother to shoot him to prove that he was deified, and in fact, of course, the boy died.
They looked at Dungeons & Dragons, anyone that played were Satan worshippers, and they were going to hell, and they were doing all these horrible things. But then as public perception got out there, they looked at it, they saw it is just a game. Same thing initially was with LARP.
Well, I'm ashamed to say that I am not necessarily open with my LARPing with everybody I know, just because there is a negative stereotype associated with it.
The public's explanation of LARPing is it's a bunch of geeks with either beating on each other with foam-padded swords, acting like they're living in another time era, and acting like they're somebody completely different. On this standpoint, they're completely right.
My character's name is Jonas Matthias. 523-year-old character.
I actually have I have multiple characters, but my little prized possession piece, so to speak, is a Nosferatu named Mr. Burke.
I think he's like a halfling or something, but he's a little major guy.
He's been around for quite some time.
My character is Lord Brimus. He is heavily inspired by, he's a 50-50 mix of...
He's been all over the world. He's seen quite a bit of things, including other supernaturals in the world.
Futuristic battle warrior and primitive battle warrior, I would say.
In fact, shortly when this game started, I'd say probably within 8 months after the game started, Burke was Prince for some time.
He's kind of
just basically a position of power.
You don't know where his morality lies. You don't know if he's good or bad. He does things that would lend you to think he's, has a little bit of both in him, which I think we all do.
Outside of that, I've got 2 other characters. One's an Assamite.
Yeah, my name's Don. I'm 26 years old. Professionally, I kind of sell stuff on eBay. Kind of little antiquing. I do trading and stuff like that with other antiquers, but mainly my source of income is selling that stuff on eBay. Been LARPing for 12 years. Trading is really important. It sharpens your focus. It keeps you physically maintained to be able to LARP, it allows you. If you didn't train, you'd be useless on the battlefield. And I'll tell you what, a lot of LARPers are, because they don't train, because they don't take it as seriously as they need to. But I'm not a weekend warrior. I'm out here. I train 6 days a week, usually an hour a day. My daughter trains at least 15 to 20 minutes a day. Try to get her in there for a half hour of the training. Because it's important. I think training children in the ways of battle is only natural. For the vast majority of human history, for thousands of years, people have not sheltered children from the realities of war. And even though this type of war is not a reality anymore, it's still important that children are aware of it, and that they have that discipline that training brings. Come on. Keep it coming. Oh, good one. Keep coming, yeah. Killed him. Way to go. Give me a high five. Let's sword fight some more. Come on, you're not quite done for the day. That's not a sanctioned training tool. Not being a very good apprentice. Get back here and pick up your weapon.
I will. This is up here.
No, no. This is your weapon, this sword. You're not strong enough. I'm physically superior to you. You gotta use your weaponry. Don't get my sword now. If you do not finish your training, you don't get any gummies tonight. No, turn your sword the right way. Turn it the right way. Look at me. Talk is cheap, okay?
I didn't even know what it was until he told me what it was, and then I couldn't believe people actually do that. Is he 12 or 26? I can't really tell sometimes. Well, I guess, when you're supposed to be watching your kid or, taking care of your house or yard or being an adult, and instead you're in the park running around with a foam sword pretending you're an elf or something. I don't know. I don't think he's going to get divorced over it, but...
Can we get a yield maybe, or who we yielding? Dead. Darkness, please, Magical. I'm out of improve. Okay. Blinking.
Three. No legs. Can't run anymore.
What happened? Don't do that.
You can gain real life skills out of a game. And a lot of people don't realize that.
When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange.